Is the early birds ticket prices done?
Yes.
Are well, Toastmaster is early birds ticket price is done.
We are done with early bird.
Okay.
Now you can buy yourself a ticket at the non-early bird price. Is that so?
I don't think that's an order. That's not an offer.
We are negotiating for the price to remain the same.
Okay.
People now have salary, so they can afford the $100.
Yeah.
We are live, sharing the link now.
Is it Dar es Salaam or Dar es Salaam? Oltesh.
I think the second one sounds better. Dar es Salaam.
Dar es Salaam. Does it have a meaning?
Yes, heaven of peace. Salam means, peace. Or
yes, salam. Yeah.
Yeah, Dar es Salaam. Yes, so it literally means it's a heaven of peace.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that. That's a new thing I've learned today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a fun fact Friday for you.
I know. I will definitely be using that.
Yeah.
Oh, just 1 minute. I can't find my biro. And we're good in 1 minute, right?
Yes. Yes, we are. All right. Good morning, everyone. Hi.
Good morning, Alex.
Hi,
Good
Dina.
morning. Hi. Hi, Oltesh.
Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome, everyone on the call. Good morning, Toastmasters. Welcome to Wake Up for TEACON. Who's excited?
Yay.
Hey.
My name is Alex Agava. I am the president of Kampala Sunrise Toastmasters Club. I am also the marketing manager for TEACON. TEACON is the Toastmasters East African Conference, and this year we have TEACON 2023, and it's in the city of Dar es Salaam. I just heard that Dar es Salaam means the heaven of peace. We are looking forward to being at the heaven of peace. There is a fun fact Friday for you.
Yep.
So TEACON is the East African Toastmasters East African Conference, and this is where every Toastmaster in District 114 gathers to meet, network, get entertained, get enlightened. There'll be 3 days, a fun-packed 3 days event starting on 19th May, 21st May. On 19th May, we will kick it off with the cocktail. I shared the program, I'll share it again. And we have the conference on Saturday and Sunday. You don't want to miss this. You can buy your tickets on the TEACON website. That's
Don't miss
TEACON.
it.
That's TEACON.district114.org. I'll share the links too later on. With me in the studio are two amazing people. Dina, over to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Dina. I'm VPPR of Kwanzaa Kenya Toastmasters, which is the oldest Toastmasters club in Kenya. We're 40 years old now. So some of you may be asking, what is Toastmasters? Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization that teaches public speaking and leadership skills worldwide through a network of clubs. Approximately at the moment, there are about, I think, 280 people, yeah, and about 14,700 clubs. So it's an international organization. Wake Up to TEACON is here to popularize the Toastmasters East Africa Conference, which, as you've heard, is happening in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. May 19th to May 21. The theme for this year is Better, Stronger, Together. And on the podcast, we have many Toastmasters from all over from different clubs, just to let you know what Toastmasters do and to help us in our everyday clubs. Today we have Oltesh Thobias. I hope I've said your name right. And he is the president for Mt Meru. For the Kenyans, no, not Meru in Kenya, Mt Meru in Tanzania, right? So please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Right, yes, my name is Oltesh Thobias, currently based in South Africa, and I've been in Toastmasters from 2015. And it has been an interesting journey as a speaker, as a leader, as a communicator. And if I was to tell you who I am, Oltesh is a father, Oltesh is a husband, Oltesh is a distinguished Toastmaster, Oltesh is an accredited speaker, level 1, Oltesh is a public procurement specialist, and Oltesh loves people. Oltesh loves food, and Oltesh loves traveling, but also Oltesh likes hanging around speakers and leaders. That is Oltesh in brief.
Wow, Oltesh, an accredited speaker. Tell us how this journey began. What was your day one at Toastmasters like?
My journey in Toastmasters was quite an interesting one, and I would say it was some sort of or some form of an accident. In 2014, I realized that I wanted to speak, and I realized that I need to find my voice because I was born and I grew up as an introvert. So in 2014, I decided to take time into learning how to speak in public. So I went to the US, I was trained by Brian Tracy, I was trained by John Maxwell, went to the UK, I was trained by Andy Harrington. I also trained in Kenya. And at the end of 2014, I felt that I'm ready. But you know what, Alex and Dina? When I hit the stage, it was a disaster. Can you imagine you get into a room full of people, and as you continue speaking, people would just be leaving the room? I would call it a moving speech because I could not, in fact, I could not keep people in the room. But I remembered one thing. When I was in San Diego, Brian Tracy told me that, Oltesh, for you to be able to speak, for you to be able to speak, for people to be able to listen to you, for you to keep people in the room, you need to show up at least 300 times on stage before anyone can tell as to whether you're in the room or not. That one. Number two, he said, you also need to go and you need to show up in an environment that would allow you to grow as a speaker. And he mentioned Toastmasters. That was the first time I heard about Toastmasters. But when he mentioned Toastmasters, I just ignored him because I knew that I was training. I'm in the training ground. I'm being trained by the best. But when that first appearance went south, I remembered Brian Tracy. And in April 2015, I joined Toastmasters. That is how I came to know about Toastmasters.
What a story. You're the second Toastmaster we've interviewed this week, and both of you have come by Toastmasters in a rather, luck kind of way. That was such a story, inspiring to me. I have been in a room where I had what I'd call cement mouth. I tried to speak. I was so excited about I'm trying to speak, trying to tell people about this encounter I had, and it was just not working. And so I totally understand you. And for the people who are watching and they've had cement mouth, or they've had a moving speech, like Oltesh said, where everyone is walking out of the room, Toastmasters is the place for you. And TEACON 2023 is also the place for you to meet, greet, and relate with many Toastmasters who have been through this experience and have gone above it. So, Oltesh, what are you looking forward to at TEACON?
Tina, that's quite an interesting question. That's quite an interesting question, because TEACON for me is, but let me just take you back to 2019. That was the last time I attended TEACON in person. And Alex, I don't know if you know about this, but that was the TEACON that happened in Uganda.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was one of the competitors for the international speech. And I was a little bit apprehensive as I was preparing to show up on stage to compete. But I said, I'm going to win that speech. But I had my winning criteria, meaning I'll go there and speak, be myself, and share my message and impact people. Whether I'm going to win the championship or not, that was my definition of winning. And you know what? I had 2 victories when I showed up on stage. I shared my message, I impacted people, I was just myself. But I ended up being crowned the best international speaker for East Africa that year.
That is no mean feat. That's not easy. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you. Now, for anyone who's second guessing, who does not really know what TEACON brings on the table, let me say this. And if you're doing something else, just put everything aside and listen to this. The TEACON 2023, that is going to happen in Dar es Salaam. 1, you will make a lot of friends. If you're in business, I can tell you, you're going to get a lot of leads from TEACON. If you're single and ready to mingle, that is again a place. I can see Dina. Yes, if you're single and ready to mingle, that is a place where you will meet probably your lifetime partner.
Or a few.
Let's just put aside those. The next one is, this is a place where, because I've been in several TEACONs, you will learn, you will engage, you will be inspired, and you will meet the best of the best speakers. As if that is not enough, we're going to have the president of Toastmasters International flying all the way from the US. And that is for how much? Is it $65 or $80?
Yeah.
That is a value which is second to none. That is like getting $1 million worth of a property by just paying peanuts.
Wow,
so those are my expectations for TEACON 2023.
I feel
I
like
couldn't have said it better.
yeah, you're selling it so
Yeah.
well. But Oltesh, just to take you back on your Toastmasters journey, I'm looking for, because you've been a Toastmaster for almost 10 years now. It will be a decade for you next year. I'm looking for your highlights at Toastmasters. Would you say TEACON 19 was your highlight? What are your highlights at Toastmasters?
Now, when I joined Toastmasters with the aim of getting to improve my communication skills and my leadership skills. That's what I knew and that's what I expected. But let me tell you, and I want to say this to anyone who is in Toastmasters and who's about to give up, who's about to slow down, who's about to say, I'm tired of showing up twice a week. This is what Toastmasters has done to me. I got promoted at work because of the skills I gained in Toastmasters. I have been to more than 40 countries, and I get invited because of the skills that I gained in Toastmasters. As far as the family is concerned, I am a father of 3 daughters. 2 of them are teenagers, and you all know what happens when one is a teenager. They always think that they know everything, and probably they are right. That has allowed me to be able to engage with them. That has allowed me to be able to impact them. But we're not done. One skill that I've learned in Toastmaster is at work, I have some leadership roles. And I've learned to give feedback without breaking the motivation, without breaking the energy, without discouraging those who are looking up to me. Toastmasters has allowed me to impact. Toastmasters has allowed me to inspire. But Toastmasters has also allowed me. And I remember there was a meeting that Eric Murithi was chairing. And he said, being a corporate Toastmaster, he got 80% of his leads through Toastmasters. So for those who are in business, Toastmasters is a place where you will be able to connect. It's a place where you will be able to generate leads that would lead into improving your business. For those who want to employ, Toastmaster is also a place where you can identify talent of an employee that you're probably looking for. And most importantly, and I've already mentioned this, there's a couple, I think they've been blessed with 2 or 3 children as I speak to you today. And they met in Toastmasters while I was in Elephants. They met in Toastmasters. And they ended up getting married. And they have children. We call their children Toastmasters. If you're not convinced to join Toastmaster up to this point, if you're not convinced to stay in Toastmaster up to this point, I think we need to have a bilateral conversation and one-on-one conversation so that I can share with you a little bit more about what Toastmaster brings into your life.
Oltesh, I am singing to your gospel, whatever it is you're selling today is hitting home. And I hope that the people who are watching us are also, taken as I am, because, you're preaching to the choir. So what is the one, if you could pick for us, your one, just one, Toastmasters have a way of liking their own voice and they can talk on and on. So if you could pick just one skill, what would it be?
One what, sorry?
One skill that you've picked up and are really using out there. For me, I love that we can give feedback without breaking the other person. This for me is such an important, it's such an important thing, and it's such a skill that if you don't know how to harness it, you end up harming somebody else. So this for me is, priceless. So what is it for you?
Tina, if there's one skill that I would say Toastmasters has really, really imparted on me, is the skill of connecting with people. If you have read this book written by John Maxwell, he says, everyone communicates, but few connect. You need to buy that book. Everyone communicates but few connect. One skill that Toastmasters has taught me is to be able to connect with people, be able to speak with people from where they are, not from where you are. Being able to speak with people or talk to people from a language that they understand, not a language that you understand. Being able to engage with people from their point of view and not from your point of view. That is one skill that I would say Toastmasters has imparted on me.
Amazing, amazing, Tobias. So, Oltesh, I have to talk about the accredited speaker program you got into, as well. We touched a little bit earlier before the show began. How did you get into this program, and what did you say to encourage any other Toastmaster who hears about it and maybe wants to get into it?
Right, Alex, this is the accredited speaker is a program which would certify you as a speaker. That's why they call it accredited speaker. It certifies you. For example, when you're an accountant, you get a CPA certification.
Yes.
When you're a project manager, you get a project management certification. It could either be PMI or Prince 2. When you're a lawyer, you have to do that bar exam and you become an attorney, for example. Now for public speaking, when you're a speaker, you get what we call an accredited speaker certification. How does it work? You need to deliver 25 paid speeches. 25 paid speeches. When I say paid speeches, it could be different forms of payment. It could be cash payment. It could be a trophy. It could be a book, any form of payment.
Okay.
Then those speeches need to have been delivered to an audience of a minimum of 20 people, a minimum of 20 minutes. And these speeches should have been delivered in a span of 3 years. So for example, if you're applying now, you need to have delivered these speeches within a span of 3 years. And you also need to prepare, or you need to share one speech that has been delivered in a professional environment. Minimum 20 people, minimum 20 minutes. And that would allow you to get to level 1. That's where I am. Now, the second level is you need to show up either virtually or in person at the Toastmasters International stage, where you will see the Dananjai, where you will see the Ramonas, where you will see the Ndini that we saw last year. You need to show up on stage and deliver a live speech for 20 minutes to the international audience. That is the second level, and that is the one that I'm aspiring to. Now, what is the aim of the accredited speaker? So basically, you need to be able to demonstrate that you can deliver, that you can do a presentation, and people would pay you by conducting or by carrying out or by facilitating that training. And that is the journey that I'm working on. And just to add, Alex, currently I think we have 91 accredited speaker in the entire world. And as
Wow.
I speak to you, we don't have an accredited speaker in Africa.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yes.
We will have Oltesh soon. Go for it, Oltesh. Yeah.
Thank you.
For anyone who needs, for anyone who needs encouragement to join the accredited speaker program, they're going to the Bahamas. If that's not going to do it for you, I don't know what is.
And Dina, just to add, and this is really, really important. Remember, to get to the Toastmasters International stage it's not an easy task.
No, it's not.
You have to compete with 30,000. So if you had to do it through an international speech, it's a journey. You need to compete with 30,000 other, Toastmasters.
Excellent Toastmasters.
So I feel that if you decide to go to an accredited speaker route, that's probably an easy way to hit that stage.
Well, 20-minute speeches are not the easier way. I don't think so.
And 25 speeches, 20 minutes, 20 people, 3 years. Wow, outstanding. My takeaway is 25 speeches. That's a lot of stage time, and you can only get better. Clearly, you're not the same when you have that award. Go for it, and I'm inspired to consider being an accredited speaker, certify it. Another inspiration is you're learning how to speak to get paid. And hey, we are in a very money rules the world today. So every day I wake up to make money. So imagine you get paid to speak. So I'm really, really convinced that this is one thing every Toastmaster should aspire for.
Alex, I think you left out the Bahamas.
Sure. The Bahamas is a given. The Toastmasters International stage.
Yeah.
So back to TEACON. And not Oltesh, you're not living in Tanzania right now, but are you coming to Dar for TEACON?
Alex, I have my ticket. I have my seat. And I'm ready. I've even taken a role.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I can't wait. And there's also one thing, by the way, for those who are just trying to think, is it really worth it? For those who are in Tanzania, I can tell you, TEACON is the place to be. And for those who are outside, if you're in Uganda, if you're in Kenya, if you're in Rwanda, if you're in Burundi, if you're in Ethiopia, Tanzanians are known to be hospitable. Dar is a place to be in May. You'll enjoy good food. You'll enjoy the hospitality of Tanzanians. And I'm also told there's a boat ride. And I know that this convention is going to take place by the beachside. What else? This is like a holiday. Can you imagine learning as a leader and as a communicator, eating good food, learning and being on a holiday? What else? So for those who are coming, spend a few more days to just get to know a little bit about Dar, Dar es Salaam, and the rich history that it has to offer.
You have sold it quite well, Oltesh. We can't sell it any further as the TEACON team. Dina, can you? Dina, you're muted. You want to unmute yourself?
You should have had him on the marketing team. How come he's not on the marketing team?
You know, take our jobs, Oltesh.
Yeah, so you've heard it all. Toastmasters International Toastmasters East African Conference is on May 19th to May 21 at Dar es Salaam, which is the haven of peace. And as Oltesh says, the people are friendly, the weather is beautiful. I hope you've packed your bags. The conference theme is better, stronger, together. I'm all for together because as Oltesh said, it's a place for singles. So I'm getting on.
My one reason to travel today is going to be a mini holiday, and the food. Just as an announcement for TEACON, we know the early bird tickets run until 26th April. So if you are to pay now, I can't confirm it now, but it's officially it's $80. So if you're considering paying for TEACON, it's still quite affordable. It's $80. Why not buy your ticket? Buy for your friend and make that trip to Dar. Any final words or parting shots out there?
I think, Alex, you should share the program. Show people what's out there.
Good question. Oh, that's a good point. I'll just, as Oltesh gives us his final words, I'll look for it.
Yeah. Okay. Oltesh, take it away.
No, there's just something that I want to clarify here. If one is thinking about $80, that's a lot. I do attend a lot of international conventions. There was an event that I was invited to facilitate last year, East African HRA, a conference or symposium that happened in Arusha. And it was a 3-day event. And it is very close to what we're going to do in TEACON in Dar. Dina, can you guess how much that event was for 3 days? Can you just, give me your best guess?
$1,000?
$1,000, you're absolutely right.
Wow.
Now, if you had to attend, I don't know if you know about this gentleman. His name is Tony Robbins. He charges.
Oh, yes.
He charges sometimes up to $2,000 to attend an event like that. When I attended the Brian Tracy conference in San Diego, and I'd like you to guess, Alex, how much do you think I paid? Give me your best guess.
$5,000?
No, that's way low. That's way low.
Whoa, $15,000?
Yes. I paid $12,000.
Wow.
For 3 days. So 80, and we're charging 80. That's a free meal. Because I know that the value that you're going to get within these 3 days can be your best, can be your most substantial ever investment.
All right. On my screen, Dina, you can nod if you're seeing my screen.
I can see your screen.
Yes, we can see.
You're doing a TBT for 2019.
Yes, and guess who's on the picture?
Oltesh!
We can confirm now that Oltesh was at Toastmasters East African Conference in 2019. Amazing faces in the picture. I see many Ugandans in that middle picture. I see the founders of District 114. I see Karanja, I see Gladys. Wow, and these amazing people, I'm sure, I'm positive, are going to be in the next month.
Yes.
Our program, once again, here's our program. It's 3 days. It's 3 fun-filled events, educational events, networking, and there's food in that mix. For me, it's also the dress code. There are dress codes on those days. We're looking forward to your culture wear. We're looking forward to the masquerade, looking forward to your smart casual. Program really speaks for itself, and there you have it.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Amazing.
We're ready.
Thank you very much, Oltesh, for making the time to join us. And I know it was last minute, but as a Toastmaster, you are born ready.
You're born ready. No, we're made ready. To say we're born ready then.
We're made ready. At Toastmasters, where readiness is made.
Yes. So TEACON 2023 is waiting for you. Don't forget, better, stronger together.
I see you.
Better, stronger together. Looking forward to seeing you in Dar es Salaam,
See you.
19th to 21st of May.